Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today I have wanted to do this for so long, ever since I discovered the musical Be More Chill, which I think I discovered it back in October, to be honest, and I have fallen in love with it completely. It has my heart. It is just so amazing and different and nerdy, and those are everything I love combined into a musical. And so I decided that I wanted to do a little makeup look inspired by Be More Chill. So let me just take you on a tour of this finished product. So on this side we have the logo inspiration for the playbill cover of Be More Chill, and on this side is inspired by the SQUIP, which if you don't know what the SQUIP is, just listen to the musical. It's basically a drug that is like a computer that, you know, goes inside of your body and like can take, it's cool, I swear, it's cool. And then we have the iconic Creeps sweater. It's not really a sweater, but I wanted to incorporate his sweater into it, so I just painted Creeps on my chest to kind of make it work. I don't know, it works in my opinion. So anyways, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's so fun and just quirky, and honestly it's not even that much of like a completed body paint or something like that. It represents the musical to me, and that's what I wanted because this is something I'm passionate about. Also, for those of you who don't know what Be More Chill is, it is an amazing musical that basically encompasses video games, robot drugs taking over your body, crying in the bathroom, houses catching on fire, theater girls screaming about how much they love theater, and jacking off. Basically, if you like any of these things, you will love this musical. Anyways, with all that being said, if you want to see how you can achieve this Be More Chill inspired makeup look, just keep watching. Also, disclaimer, I am half blind because I can't really see out of this, so anytime I had to do makeup on this eye, I can't see anything, so I tried my best. Yes, this is supposed to look like a glitch. No, I didn't just mess up on my eyeliner and had to make something up. What? I'm also just kind of saying that so you can cut me some slack in case you see a rectangle isn't perfectly rectangular. I can't see. Hey guys, so to get started, I'm going to be taking my NYX Photo Loving Primer and applying that all over my face so we can fill in those pores so we have a nice smooth base for our foundation. Then I'm going to be taking my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in medium sand and just applying that all over my face with a large Morphe buffing brush. Next, I will be taking my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color number 15, and I'm just going to go ahead and start highlighting the areas of my face that I want to brighten up and add some light to. So this is going to be under my eye, my cupid's bow, chin, under my cheekbones, my forehead, and my temples as well. Then I just let it set while I filled in my eyebrows before I go back in with my ColourPop Small Fluffy Brush, and I'm just going to be blending this out. I've talked about this brush so many times, but I thought I'd just go ahead and reiterate that I am in love with this brush. I feel like it's so much better than a beauty blender, and it just blends the concealer out flawlessly, and I just absolutely love it. Plus, it's soft, so that's a really nice plus. Next, I'm taking my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Primer, and I'm just going to be priming my eyelids, and this is a little difficult when you can really only see out of one eye because the other contact lens completely shrouds your vision, and this is going to be a theme in the next few moments, so bear with me. Next, I'm taking my Airspun Translucent Powder and a dry Morphe sponge, and I'm going to be setting and baking all of this concealer for later, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it on while I move on to eyeshadow. I'm going to be taking my Morphe 35B palette, taking this white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to be highlighting my brow bone and applying this to my lid of my right eye. We're going to be focusing on this, so I'm going to be going into this turquoise color, and I'm just going to be applying it to my lash line on the outer corner, and I'm taking these two green colors and applying it to the inner corner of the lash line as well, and slowly blending it in towards the center of the lid. I'm then going to be taking this royal blue eyeshadow and applying it right under the light blue, and once again blending it into the green so it kind of has a nice gradient from dark to lighter colors as you move up the eye. Taking this red eyeshadow, I'm going to be making as close to a rectangle shape as I can right above my crease, and then I'm going to be taking these two green colors and making another rectangle right on top of that. You could use body paint, but because I didn't want to risk any bleeding whatsoever, I just stuck with eyeshadows because it's just a minor detail in this look. As you could see, I did make a little blue rectangle as well, and once you finish that, you're going to be taking your NYX Epic Ink Liner, and you're just going to be creating a nice, simple line before we go in and add another layer right on top of it, and this is going to make it kind of look like a glitch. So I just kind of made one area perpendicular to the other and made it a lot bigger, so you have a definite drop-off, almost like a stair step. Next, I'm just brushing away the excess translucent powder so then we can move on to our lower lash line. For this, I'm taking the light blue eyeshadow and applying it to the lower lash line on the outer corner. Then I'm going to be moving to this green eyeshadow and applying it to the inner corner. And last but not least, we're going to be taking the red eyeshadow and dropping it dead center on the lower lash line. Moving on to the other eye, I'm taking the light blue eyeshadow again and just applying that into the crease. And you want to make sure to blend this out because this is going to be a much softer look. Taking the white eyeshadow, you're just going to be applying that to the center of your lid, and then you're going to be going back into the light blue and applying that to your lower lash line and making sure to blend that out so you don't have any harsh edges. Taking my Maybelline Nude Eyeliner, I'm just going to be applying that to my lower waterline. Then I'm going to be going back into my NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner, and I'm just going to be sweeping this through my eyebrows to kind of give that ink effect to them. Like, you know, those ink and watercolor paintings, we're kind of doing that with our eyebrows, just kind of making them a little bit more bold and graphic for this look. Then we're going to be going in to our Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, taking medium and dark cocoa. We're just going to start off by chiseling out our features. So this is my cheekbones, my forehead, under my jaw, bringing it down to my neck a little bit and making sure to blend all of this out so it looks nice and blended. We're also going to be doing a simple winged eye on the opposite eye, so you're just going to be using your NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner for that as well. Next, I'm taking my Madalyn Paradise paint in white, and I'm going to go ahead and start off by adding a few little glitch details to the SQUIP side of my head, and so I'm just kind of creating some technical robot looking things. You know, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, I'm just going for it. Then I'm taking my Madalyn Paradise paint in light blue, and I'm just going to be adding a few more glitch details. So I'm bringing this under my eye, and the biggest point about this is to try and make really sharp perpendicular lines because that ends up looking really technical and all that cool stuff. And since I had forgotten earlier, I'm taking my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up my face before we go back to painting our SQUIP. So I'm just going to be pointing my mouth on this side because I feel like it gives that really creepy vibe that the SQUIP has, kind of makes it look a little bit more evil. And I'm just going to continue on with the details, and I'm also going to be adding circles to the ends of them because it actually looks pretty cool. Then I'm going to be taking my Graftobian Pro Paint in Catalina Blue, and I'm going to be adding a few shadows, I guess, to the ends of some of these. They're not really consistent shadows to where light is hitting it on one side. It's just adding a little bit more dimension to the glitch so that it's not just blue and flat. It kind of has a little bit more of a contrast to it. I'm also going to be applying this to the white as well because I felt like it looked really cool and it ended up looking really great. Taking my Graftobian Pro Paint in Red Crimson, I'm then going to go ahead and start on the glitch logo on the other side of my face. Now, the most difficult part about this whole process is since I'm applying this part of the glitch on my nose, I want it to look like a completely straight rectangle on my face, even though we have this huge knob coming out of our face that is going to make it look more three-dimensional than on the other side. So you're just trying to look and take your time with this so you can see where shadows are hitting it, and so you might end up turning your head and it looks a little funky, but then you're going to turn it back, and when you look at it head on, it is going to look like a straight rectangle. Taking my Graftobian Pro Paint in Mantis Green, I'm then going to be creating a tiny rectangle right on top of it before we move into Catalina Blue again, and we're just going to be creating a bigger rectangle right under and encompassing part of our red rectangle. On the show bill, on the areas where the colors overlap, they actually turn black, so I'm just taking a little bit of my Madalyn Paradise paint in black and covering up the area that it overlaps with my black body paint. Taking my Madalyn Paradise paint in teal, I'm then going to be creating another rectangle right under my blue one as well. So there's definitely a trend of just creating a whole bunch of rectangles, and so basically you just want to stay within the same colors that the logo has, and so that would be red, blue, light blue, teal, and green. So as you can see, I'm taking this light blue and applying it right under the green and also applying it above the teal on my forehead, and we're just kind of continuing this trend with all different shapes and sizes of rectangles. Once you've done that, I'm taking my L'Oreal Silkist Me eyeliner in charcoal, and I'm just going to be outlining my other half of my lip before going in with my ColourPop lipstick. And this is in the color On Repeat, and I'm just going to be filling in this side of my lip and then trying to blend them together using a lip brush. Our lips are basically going to look like those rainbow popsicles that you could get as a kid that kind of look like the American flag that you would always have for 4th of July, except I never did. But yeah, basically you want your lips to look like that. Taking my eyelash curler, I'm just going to prep my eyelashes by curling them. Before moving on to mascara, I'm using my Tarte Tardiest Lash Paint Mascara, and I'm just going to be sweeping that through my eyelashes. Taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit, I'm taking Sunburst, and I'm just going to be applying that to my cheekbones because I forgot to do that earlier, and also to the other areas that I would like to highlight, and also bringing that down to my chest as well since we are going to be painting onto that area. Taking my Ardell Mega Volume number 253 eyelashes, I'm going to be applying this to my lash line, and these are beautiful. This is the first time I've tried them, and I am in love with them. They are definitely the exact kind of lash that I was looking for this look. Taking my Graftobian Pro Paint in Mantis Green, you're then going to be creating the iconic sweater that says Creeps. So if you've seen the musical or if you've seen pictures from the musical, you know that Jeremy's best friend Michael, when he sings his song Michael in the Bathroom, is wearing this black sweater, and on it says Creeps. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of paint the word creeps on my chest, and instead of doing anything too detailed or intricate, I just kind of also added a few black dashes around my chest area just to kind of surround it and kind of bring more attention to creeps, but also so it's not just empty skin. And I definitely like the way it looked out because it just added what I needed to this look. And last but not least, we're just going to be adding a little bit more dimension in the letters, so I'm taking my black eyeshadow and adding some shadows around the letters, and then later on, I didn't film this part, but I actually took a little bit of white body paint and used that to create the highlights as well. And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see next. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I will see you creeps in the next one. Bye! I was snapping my knees. I love you. Come here.
Oh.
Do you think it was like with one hand?
I thought you were going like this.
Oh, can you imagine?
At first I thought you were going like this. Like slapping your wrist.
Can you imagine like how blessed that would be if like that was my leg? Like
I thought you were going like this. I was like, that's impossible.